I'm going to be starting this video with disclaimer because I was so pissed when I started seeing these clips on my FYP. So I did a lot of research and I find out that number one, this lady actually got the karma that she deserved. But the second thing that literally happened is what I'm literally not pleased with. And that is why I am bringing this for all of us to be able to digest. YouTube, this is just for educational purposes only. This is not to defame anyone. Okay? So that is why I'm starting this video with a disclaimer. But anyways, we have a woman, a white woman to be precise, that think the right thing she can actually do to this child is just to go ahead and do this. I don't know if you guys have seen this story before, but let me know in the comment section. I just want all of us to watch it. I can be able to learn, especially as a black person, as a white person that also have something to say. I want you to watch. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And yes, guys, with that being said, let's dive right into this video. I'll be back with commentaries. Let's go watch.
Did you call him a child? Did you call the child the word?
Yeah, spoiler alert, while I censor it, she uses that word in this video multiple times. Rochester, Minnesota is where this happened. There's a man, we'll just say that he is not white, right? He is at the park with his children. He sees this woman start berating a little black boy, calling him the N-word, and he confronts her.
Did you call him a child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him a Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again? Okay. All right, that's what you say. Nobody dig into your
A little kid just did, you dumbass.
That little kid, you call him a The little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna...
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call a child, 5-year-old, and the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's a hate speech. And you can be recorded for that.
I don't give a
Huh. Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you.
God help us. She claims that other child took her son's belongings. That's what kicked this off. The guy who recorded the video is familiar with the other child. When he brings his children there, that child and his siblings are often there and play together. The kid she's going after has autism. He doesn't behave in a neurotypical way. And even if he didn't have autism, nothing he could have done would justify her calling him slurs and pursuing him physically, which is what she says she was doing before this guy intervened. He said after he stopped recording, she sat down, hurled more slurs, told him and his wife that they should leave the country, and then got on the phone and acted like she was calling someone to come down there and handle things. Fortunately, no one came, and eventually she packed up her child and left. But this woman is a danger to children. She doesn't need to be on a playground or around other kids. And she has at least one child of her own, which is also concerning. So Rochester, Minnesota, someone do me a favor. Take a close look at her tattoos. You can see her face clearly. Someone please tell me who she is.
I got some good news this morning regarding this lady. And if you don't know who she is, let me remind you.
Did you call him a child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him Okay.
Well, that lady has finally been charged. That's right. Justice moves slow, but it does catch up. She's been charged with 3 counts of disorderly conduct. And she was charged by summons, per the Associated Press. She faces up to 90 days in jail. And also a $1,000 fine. I know it doesn't seem like a lot or enough for what she did. But something is being done. Every day seems like it's just bad news. It's nice every once in a while to get some good news that these monsters are finally facing justice. Please tell me in the comments what you think. Do you think these charges were a little too late? Do you think they weren't enough? Please let me know in the comments what you think. And if you're not following me, please do, because I get petty as shit here. have a day.
And have all of you people rally around me and have my back in this situation. And it was very overwhelming.
In 1960, we had heroes like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Ralph David Abernathy, Reverend Joseph Lowry, and others who spoke up when their speech would actually cause them to
56 years and 3 months, and never one time did I use the N-word. Not a single time. Shiloh Hendricks uses the N-word on video to a child and got over $750,000 on GoFundMe. Carmelo Anthony, not the basketball player, goes to a track meet, and I don't know all the details, but there was a sharp object and somebody was unalived, and Carmelo, not the person that was the victim, got over $500,000. Is this the world we live in? Is this real life? I didn't believe it. So I went, ChatGPT, checked it. Yes, we actually have people in this country that send money to promote that kind of behavior. So I decided, why not start a GoFundMe? If that's worth a combined 1.2 million, I can't even wait to see how much money I'm going to make, because I've never taken a sharp object to a sporting event and I've never used the N-word. So let the money flow, people, and I promise I will use every single penny, which it'll be zero because we don't award good behavior. But if I get a single cent, I promise to use it to end this kind of nonsense. Stop embarrassing everybody by rewarding behavior that nobody believes is good behavior. Let's get this done. Call the mortgage engineer.
She has now raised $700,000 from the initial $250,000 for calling a 5-year-old the N-word. And soon she'll be at $1 million. In light of that, watch this video.
There have been studies on this. Local news overrepresents black folks as perpetrators, overrepresents white folks as victims. So the message that gets sent is they're dangerous, and specifically to you. They are not only bad people, they're going to hurt you. So therefore, we want to keep them on that side of town. We want to keep their children in those schools over there. We don't want to work around them. We don't want to live around them, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that message comes through loud and clear in the way that media represents people of color. You know, whenever we, thinking about Tamir Rice, the 12-year-old child that was shot in Cleveland by police, when that happened, what did they do? The first news story in Cleveland that made a big splash was about Tamir Rice's parents and the history of domestic abuse and criminality among his parents, not about the cop that killed him. We talk worse about black victims than we do white killers. What did we say about Ted Bundy? Oh, he was so smart, and he was so quiet, and he always seemed so nice. Every time one of these white boys goes and shoots up a school, what do we say? We had no idea he was going to do this. So we talk better. We have more sympathy for white folks who commit mass murder, bury bodies under the house, cook them up in a soup pot, and eat them, right, than we do black folks who were killed by police. We start digging for every bad thing they ever did. We want to know if they had a juvenile record. We want to know if they'd ever been arrested. That's what the media does. And until that changes, I'm afraid white folks will stay in denial, and it'll be very hard for us to move forward, whether we're talking about cops or just average everyday folks.
Look how well the other guy is listening and interpreting what he's saying. This is 2015. Everybody was normal 2015 and prior, and then 2016 happened and everybody lost their mind. You had someone who campaigned based off of fear, and it revived. He is the media, and you're being lied to. I tried to help an elderly lady who left her trunk open as she was backing out of the parking lot. I kept a safe distance away, as I am a stranger, and I put like my hand up. I was on the phone with my grandma at the time. I told her to hold on, and I was pushing my car. I stopped to help her. She stops her car, keeps her window rolled up, and looks at me like this. And just stares at me for like 20 seconds. So I go to roll her window down, because she had a roll down window. He rolls it down from this to this. I told her, your trunk. She said, what? I said, your trunk is open. She sees, she starts apologizing over and over again. said, would you like me to close your trunk for you? She said, oh, could you please do that? Closed it for her. She kept apologizing. She said, I'm so sorry. God bless you. I can only imagine the household she was either brought up in or the media channels she was watching, because 80-year-old people still watch the news, that told her, I am a threat to her, a young man helping his elders, because I am black and she is not black. The look of she gave me was pure hatred, by the way, for someone she doesn't even know. You never met me. But in my household, I was taught to respect and help my elders, especially the elderly. I was learning to be more forgiving towards my elders. Racism starts in the household you were brought up in, and it never actually reflects reality of the real world. Call your family members out. We need to stop this. Y'all know what to do.
Did y'all see the clip of the YT woman getting called out by a man because she called a black autistic child, a 5-year-old, a ninja turtle? A ninja turtle. She has also raised almost $200,000 because she so-called needs to protect her family against these allegations because people was calling her job. And I'm sure she may be getting charged with a hate crime or whatever. These people who donated to her, of course, many of them were anonymous because they're cowards, but they have the audacity to quote the Bible in many of their descriptions or comments. A 5-year-old child. Instead of being an adult, because so-called the kid tried to take something of her son's, right? But instead of being an adult and taking whatever it was, telling the little boy to stop, you decide to use this situation with a child to show your racism. Should get with her every day, man.
I'm sorry that I could not be with you today, but know that I am with you in spirit. What happened on the now viral video was horrible. It's just as horrible that the naked racism on display in the video is now fueling a fundraising campaign. It's a reminder that we have a lot of work to do to build the multiracial society we want and know is possible. Rochester is doing that work. You've unfortunately seen incidents like this before, but you have had the courage to look right at them instead of turning a blind eye. You've had the courage to use your First Amendment rights to come together and say enough is enough. And courage is contagious. Your voices today will bring other voices into this important fight. I'm not able to be with you today, but I am always with you in the work to deliver a community free of hate. It is heartening to see the strong, resilient, beautiful community of Rochester coming together to no to hate and yes to unity. Yes to a city where everyone belongs. Know that I stand with you in affirming that hate speech has no place in your city or in our state or anywhere in America, and in affirming that Rochester and all of Minnesota is a place where everyone is safe and welcome. Thank you.
So this white woman used a bad word towards a black child who was allegedly stealing from her child's diaper bag at a park. Now she was charged with disorderly conduct after allegedly using mean words towards the black child. Make any sense? I mean, it really doesn't, but people are saying the First Amendment no longer exists if a black person is offended by it, apparently. Now, who knows? Maybe she just said something like absolutely foul to the little kid, right? And then that little kid's mom was like, what the hell? And just called 911 because she was probably doing something crazy. But once again, the child was stealing from her child's diaper bag. So, I mean, come on. Like, that's ridiculous. He was literally stealing. So, I mean, I feel like you could say anything. Then now she's the one getting charged and not the mom of the child who had the kid stealing. I don't know. What do y'all think about this? It seems like this is going absolutely viral for some reason. Like, I'm not really sure why, but, well, I am sure why. But anyways, what do y'all think about this in the comments? Genuinely, let me know your opinion.
How are we at the point in America where a woman who throws out racial slurs to a 5-year-old child at a park, that's where I'm at right now, raises $1 million? What? I have biracial children, I guess you could argue triracial children, and we're out here at a park with every child of different ethnic background and racial background possible. And why would people support that sort of hate? I don't get it. I mean, if a child took something that belonged to my child, what would my response be as just a reasonable human being? Hey, buddy, we need that back. I'm gonna take that from you because that's not yours. It's pretty simple, right? It's not complicated. Why would we throw out names of any kind to a child who likely just doesn't know any better or is just being a kid? And why would people flock to support this conduct, pour their hard-earned money into whatever involving this controversy? I wasn't a fan of all the money pouring in for the misinformation and more or less hate-filled agenda when it came to Carmelo Anthony's Give, Send, Go. I just wasn't a fan of it, but it's your money. You can do whatever you want. If you want to support that family and their legal funds, so be it. But this isn't the same. It's not a situation where there is some sort of legal defense. It is just hate-filled conduct and people supporting hate-filled conduct. I don't get it. I think we're in a very, very bad spot for this sort of sparring to be going on with fundraising. And I really hope that people start thinking before they speak, one, and two, start thinking before you give your money away. Why would you give your money towards this sort of stuff? It's beyond me. Mike Hansen, Texas Dad Lawyer. Follow me.
Anyways, welcome back, guys, and thank you so much for watching all of that video. And to be honest, there are things you see in the internet right now and we don't get surprised anymore. And the reason why I'm bringing this video is for us to be able to learn from each other. And let me just put out a disclaimer content there. Yeah, this happened in 2025, right? And the moment I saw it coming on my screen, I had to do more research. And I found out that, okay, the woman, number one, got the karma that she was literally looking for, where she was literally sued and she was literally being charged. That was after this woman has literally raised over 800 to even $1 million for calling a 5-year-old, an autism kid, the N word. And you see, this is why I said people like this will never change. And this is why whenever I see videos like this, I try to bring them out more to create more awareness. Now, let's even assume that this conversation was between child to child and probably her child was calling another child the N-word. It is in her responsibility as a mother to be able to call her child to order and tell him, oh, this thing you are doing is actually not the right thing. Stop doing this. But whenever we start seeing parents themselves doing such kind of thing, and to now add it up to the fact that she don't care, like that is the kind of look she's giving. Even when this man was literally trying to talk to her, she was telling the man, F up, like, I don't care. Do whatsoever you want to do. Make me famous whatsoever you want to make me famous. However you want to do it. But I literally do not care. These are the reason why their children never grow up in a reasonable society. And that is why when I see videos of them pickering themselves, them doing themselves some kind of horrible stuff, like I don't even feel bad at all. Because you started it, you invented it, you created it. Okay, imagine this child that she's holding, which is her own child, growing up and then seeing these kind of videos online. It's going to give him all of that confidence that, yes, I can also call the N-word, I can call anybody the N-word, I can call my pets the N-word and still be able to raise money. And sometimes I look at people that raise this type of money as people that are, I don't know the exact word to use just because of YouTube contests, because if I use the exact word, it's going to be terrible on them. So how do you have your mindset intact and you're raising over thousands of dollars to someone that has the audacity to call a 5-year-old child the N-word? I don't know how these people breathe and go to bed. I don't know how these people survive whenever they see their fellow human beings and feel like they can use any kind of words on them. And that is why the moment I keep seeing them getting karma, I keep dragging them down here so that we can be able to give them more karma that they deserve. Honestly, I wish this woman's file can be reopened. I wish the justice can be revisited. I wish she can get a higher punishment for every single thing that she has done so that other people will learn. And this is what they have learned right now. The moment they call you the N-word or the moment they do any racist thing towards you and their face eventually go viral, they go ahead to open a GoFundMe account. They go ahead to solicit for funds because they know that there are racist people like them that are readily available to keep donating Some of these racist people like them do not even have what to eat, but they will take their last cash to donate just because they want to prove to her that everything you did is absolutely correct. But this is my prayer for every single person. May every single good you do visit you, and may every single bad you do visit you in one way or the other. Anything you're doing that you think is correct, may it also happen to you. And anything that you're doing that you think is wrong, and you still feel like that thing is right, may it visit you. May it not only visit you, may it also lead and visit your generation. Because yes, this is what these people deserve. These people keep deserving fafo. If they were getting enough karma, enough fafo, enough sentence, enough justice, I think by 2026, most of these things should have been cut down, should have been slashed down. We shouldn't be seeing all these kind of horrible things, east, west, north, and south. But because at every given point in time, they have that one person that will applaud them, that will praise them, that will tell them, oh, what you did is actually not bad. You actually did the right thing. So they will continue to do what they feel it is absolutely right. Because I don't see anything wrong that you choose to say, okay, do I really need to call these people this N-word? Do I really need to bring out some racial slurs on these people? I don't see anything bad in there. And look at the man that I stitched in the clip where he literally said he is 46 years old and he has never one day used the N-word. Is he stupid? He is not stupid. That kind of person is not stupid. But he literally knows what is right and what he should literally do. But anyways, for disclaimers, this is just for educational purpose, and credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. Let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. And yes, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I am going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys. Mwah. And take care of yourself. Stay safe.